Are you going to get Cincinnati, Austin? Yeah, that's a good team in this 2021. Definitely the Bengals, Jets, Bears, and Jags are probably the top 4 teams. We'll see. You better hope there's no blue exclusive Joey B's in here. What's going on, Deck? Who do you got tonight? Decca D. Stewart. Ooh, the Jets and Pats. Nice. Nice little lineup there. Those are 2 of my favorites in here. Yeah, I guess the Pats are the Jets, Pats, Chiefs, Jags, Bears, and the Bengals are probably the top teams in here. And it's 10:30. We'll give it a couple more minutes, and then we'll get started. Just give everybody a chance to get in here, and then we'll get ripping. A little Wednesday night ripping. Jets and Pats. Hopefully we get some Zach Wilsons, and then for the Pats, and here we do have, of course, Mac Jones, and then there's some Tom Brady's. Tom Brady comes in the Patriots and the Bucks in this one. All right, we'll go ahead and get started here. All right, guys, so we'll go ahead and get started. Thank you all for joining. So tonight we have our 2021 Donruss CELLO box, 12 packs per box, 30 cards per pack. So we'll go ahead and open 6 at a time and go through it like that. There'll be a lot of cards here. And good luck, everybody. Let's get it started. Oh, I forgot about the Chargers. Old Justin Herbert. Nice, naming the teams. All right. Hope everybody's week is going well. Not working too hard. Getting to play a little bit. Let's get these open. So, of course, these packs have each pack has 4 of the exclusive blue press proofs. And they also come in the rated rookie style as well. So everybody knows we're looking for those T-Laws and the Justin Fields, which we did have a Justin Fields last box on the blue press proof. It was sweet. Here's our 6th pack, and then we'll go ahead and get started. All right, let's get started here, guys. Good luck. Let me get a little sip of my drink. All fueled up. Let's get it. Started off with the Buckies and Rob Gronkowski. Let's get it focused here, right there. Let me just get this straight. That's a little better. All right, Rob Gronkowski, Kenyon Drake, Mr. Tyler Lockett on the Hawks, Tim Patrick, Brandon Ayuk. We got Nick Chubb for the Brownies, Charles Woodson, Khalil Mack in the Bears, Jameson Winston, T. Higgins for the Bangs, Dan the Man Marino, Jeremy Chin, Robert Woods, Foy Alukin, Derwin James, and then also each pack I think has 3 rated rookies, and then it comes with a blue exclusive, so you'll see what I'm talking about if you're new to this box. Old school Joe Namath for the Jets, Von Miller, Juju on that beat Smith for the Steelers, another Khalil Mack with his hard-looking face, ready to kick some ass. There we go, a little base Patty Mahomes for the Chiefs. And a little JJ Justin Jefferson for the Vikes, CeeDee Lamb for the boys. And here are our first rated rookies. And look at that. First up is Kadarius Toney. Sweet rated rookie for the Giants. Good old Kadarius. Go ahead and put him up on the board. Something up there. So we got a little Kadarius Toney for the Giants. Then we have for the Colts, Kylan Granson on the rated rookie. De'Ami Brown for Washington on the rated rookie. Good one for Washington. Just going to put him in a little sleeve right now. Then our first blue exclusives starts off with the Bears and Andy Dalton, not your Justin Fields, but there's our blue's first one. Blue is Andy Dalton. Then we have Leonard Floyd for the Rammies. Then we have for the Steelers, Deontay Johnson. And for Washington comes with another blue, Jarrett Patterson on the blue exclusive rated rookie. We'll just sleeve him up. And right after that, we got a little Jag action. Then we have red hot rookies, Travis Etienne Jr. for them Jags. And then I believe we go back to some base, but we'll put this dude up here for now, even though we need some T-Laws. All right. Then we have a kid reporter. And right behind that, another, or a first sensor. We'll see these in there. Then we have Jalen Mills and his Eagles, but for the Patriots. Marcus Peters, Daniel Hunter, Chris Godwin, Henry Ruggs, Chris Carson, Jerry Jeudy, Christian Kirk, Darius Leonard, Mr. Alvin Kamara and the Saints, Jesse Bates, Will Fuller, Joe Mixon, Myles Gaskin. And that is just the start. We got a lot of cards to go through, guys. He's up here, actually. And we keep it moving. These are all backwards. So we'll actually start off with a rated rookie. Alex Leatherwood and the Raiders. Rated rookie. Joe Schobert for the Jags. Demetric Felton for the Brownies. Rated rookie. And there's our first T-Law. Hell yeah. It's not the blue exclusive, but there is one of the cards we are hunting for here. Sweet one for the Jags. Very nice. It's a great start. And you got your little Travis Etienne. Jags starting off hot. But we do have a lot to go, guys. And we got some more blues here. We have Darius Slayton on the Giants. Russell Gage, Falcons. Oh, Austin, you said you were here for the... Didn't I say you better hope? You better hope. There's Joey B on the blue. Exclusive. Sweet one for the Bangs. Bang, bang. And right after that, a nice one. Mr. Kellen Mond. Don't believe the Vikings were even picked up. So I'm just going to go ahead and just leave him up there. Put him there. Then we have a little, the champ is here. Insert for the Buckies, Levante David. Brandon Graham on the Eags. Yeah, with the COVID mask. Baker Mayfield. Tiki Barber. Tremaine Edmonds. Nelson Aguilar. Patrick Queen. CJ Ham. DJ Moore. Cam Akers. Hayden Hurst. Keenan Allen. J.J. Watt. Austin Eckler. Calvin Ridley. Curtis Samuel. There's Rob Gronkowski with his COVID mask. And there's one of them Tom Brady's for the Patriots. I was saying, you know, there's a lot of him here in the Patriots and the Bucks. But there's one for the Pats. DeAndre Hopkins. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Peyton Manning. Corey Davis. Ezekiel Elliott on the base. Oh, dude. I would have been upset, Austin. That's a card I would have loved, too. Oh, my God. You know, that's just how it works. You know, I buy into breaks all the time, and it seems like when I buy the team, I don't get crap. And then when I kind of say, I'll hold off on this one, someone buys it, and they hit, like, some raw card. I'm like, oh, my gosh, I just want to die. All right, we got DK Metcalf, Aaron Rodgers for the Packs, a Tua with his COVID mask for the Finns, Zadarius Smith, Travis Kelce, Shaquille Griffin, Henry Ruggs, then our rated rookies, nice for the Falcons, Mr. Kyle Pitts. Nice Pitts, that's a beautiful card. Nice straight edges. Rated rookie Pitts. We'll take that. Let's go ahead and start swapping. Then our next rated rookie, Khalil Herbert for the Bears. Dwayne Eskridge for the Seahawks. Then our blues, we have Devin Singletary on the Billy Goats. Joey Bosa, Chargers. Ooh. Then we have Chris Evans for the Bengals on the blue rated rookie. James Conner. And then the Eagles, sweet. So this is the special gold-plated rated rookie. I think there's usually only one, sometimes two per box. So this one, if it's the only one, it's going to the Eags. Fly, Eagles, fly. Kenneth Gainwell on the gold-plated rated rookie. Very nice, very nice, very nice. Actually, we'll take Pitts back down. We'll take Pitties. Put him in the middle. Then we have a kid reporter. Then we have Julian Edelman, Levante David, Kirk Cousins, Bobby Wagner, Josh Jacobs, Fred Warner, Von Miller, Jalen Hurts for the Eags, David Johnson, Drew Brees, Tyler Boyd, Jerome Baker, Robbie Anderson, Leonard Floyd, Russell Gage. I think we're only about halfway through the first 6 packs. Let's keep it going. Start off with Brett Favre, old school for the packs. And there's a nice one for the Lions. Amon-Ra, rated rookie, baby. We're going for all them 21 rookies. Them stars. Sweet one for the Lions. Let's take Travis Etienne out. We already got T-Law up there. He beats him out. Then we have Mr. Greg Newsome for the Brownies, rated rookie. Seth Williams on the Broncos, rated rookie. Then our Blues, we got Marquise Brown on the Ravens. Foy Alukin. Then we have Mark Brunell, and I think we got a sweet one coming up, guys. Mac Daddy on the blue, rated rookie. Sweet one. Where is he at? He was just in here. Mr. Dens. Oh, Decadee Stewart. There you go, buddy. Nice. Ooh, that is a sweet one. I don't think I've seen the Mac Daddy on the blue. I've seen his rated rookie a lot, but not on the blue. Nice for the Pats. Let's take We'll take Tony out now. Put Mac Dad, baby. Sweet deck. Nice one. And then we have a nice one for the Saints. Marquise Colson on the Elite Series insert. Sweet, sweet. Then we have a Kid Reporter. Then we have Tariq Cohen, Kenny Golladay, Mark Andrews, Patrick Peterson, Rob Gronkowski, Kenyon Drake, Tyler Lockett, Joey Bosa, AJ Green, Jonathan Taylor, Ryan Kerrigan, Jared Goff, Jameis Winston, T. Higgins, Alejandro Villanueva. There's Josh Allen with his beanie and COVID mask for the Billy Goats. And there's another Tom Brady, but here's like what I was saying. He's got a lot for the Bucks as well. This one's going for the Buckies. Larry Fitzgerald, Tyrann Mathieu, Jalen Ramsey. I got 2 more grabs on these 6 packs. See what we got. Another Justin Jefferson on the base. CeeDee Lamb. TJ Watt. Emmitt Smith. Old school Joe Montana. Devontae Adams. Tyreek Hill. Adrian Amos. There's a nice little one for the Buckies. A little Kyle Trask. Rated rookie. Let's go ahead and just sleeve him up. We'll take it, though. We'll take it. Take him up there. Then we have for the Panthers, Mr. Shea Smith, rated rookie. And for the Texans, of course, they were not taken. But here's little Davis Mills. I remember he was the big-time guy for a while. Everybody wanted Mills. Now we have our Blues, Harrison Smith on the Vikings. Derwin James, Chargers. And then we have Drew Brees on the Saints. Gary Brightwell, rated rookie, blue for the Giants. And then we have a little Peyton Manning on the inducted for the Colts insert. Then we have Tim Patrick, Brandon Ayuk, Nick Chubb, Charles Woodson, Khalil Mack, Jalen Mills, Marcus Peters, Dan the Man, Jeremy Chin, Robert Woods, Foy Alukin, Derwin James, Christian Kirk, Darius Leonard, Alvin Kamara. Got one more grab here for the first 6. And then we'll get these other ones open. All right, we got Corey Davis, Ezekiel Elliott, Joe Namath on the Jets, Von Miller, Juju Smith, Khalil Mack, another Patty Mahomes on the base. Then our rated rookies, Patrick Surtain for the Bronx, Chuba Hubbard, Panthers, Greg Rousseau for the Billy Goats. It's a nice one. For the Bills. We also get Carlos Boogie Basham's rated rookie in here. I'll put him over here, actually. Then we have for the Blues, Mike Evans, Christian Kirk, James Robinson on the Jags, blue. And there's Elijah Moore, rated rookie, blue for the Jets. And a little sleever. Then we have a kid reporter and another, this is Peyton Manning on the all-time Gridiron Kings insert for the Colts. And that is our first 6 packs. Let's get these other open and keep it going. Just get a little organized here. Put these right here. All right. So here's our next 6. Let's get these open. Good luck, everybody. Something Patty right there. There's a Chase. Mr. Chase Young. All right. So that is our last 6 packs. Let's get it going. Started off with Leonard Fournette. One second. Jonathan Abram. DK Metcalf. Jarvis Landry. Jalen Reagor. Raquan Smith. Lawrence Taylor. Cole Beasley. Peyton Manning. Taylor Heineke. Deshaun Watson. Mike Variable. Adrian Peterson. Michael Thomas. DeAndre Swift. We've got a couple more base, then we get to our rated rookies and our blues. Marcus May, Baker Mayfield, James Conner. There's Joey B. We already got his little blue. There's his base. Deontay Johnson, Julio Jones, Jalen Smith, Elijah Vera Tucker, rated rookie. Jacob Harris, rated rookie. Tyson Campbell for the Jags, rated rookie. Then our blues for the Patriots, Jacoby Myers. Then we have A.J. Green, even though he's in his Bengals, it's in his Cardinals, blue. There's a little Baker Mayfield on the blue. I'll just put him in a little sleeve. Of course, nobody took the Browns. Poor little Brownies. And here's another nice one. Tutu Atwell, rated rookie blue. Put that one in. Then we have for the Steelers, Action All Pros insert Minka Fitzpatrick for them Steels. Sleeve him up. Then we have Stephen Gilmore for the Pats, Marquise Brown, Harrison Smith, Mike Evans, Darren Waller, George Kittle, Myles Garrett, Cooper Kupp, Julio Jones, Phillip Rivers, Ryan Fitzpatrick, Carson Wentz, Jevin Kearse, Mark Ingram, all right. Then we have Mark Brunell for the Jags, Jalen Hurts, Dak Prescott for the boys, Chase Young, Daniel Sorensen, Darius Leonard, Denzel Mims, Barry Sanders. Then we have for the Eagles, Landon Dickerson, rated rookie. Ooh, nice one for the Finns, Mr. Waddle. Nice one for the Finnies. Just leave him up for show. Let's take Amon-Ra out for now. Put Waddle. Give him a little showtime. Then we have Mr. Daz Newsome on the Bears, rated rookie. Then our Blues, J.K. Dobbins, Ravens. Jonathan Taylor on the Colts. And we have a little Jets. We have Marcus May on the blue for the Jets. J.C. Horn, Panthers, rated rookie blue. And then we have an insert for the Titans on the Power Formulas. That's a sweet one. Derrick Henry. Nice. I know they were picked up from the leftover teams on them Titans. We'll take Ken out of here. Let's put Derek. And we have a kid reporter. Let me go to Dallas Goddard, Eagles. Akeem Hicks. Leonard Williams. Jordan Poyer. Devin McCourty. Justin Tucker. Randy Moss. Ryan Tannehill. Barry Sanders. Taysom Hill. Christian McCaffrey. Jalen Ramsey. Matt Ryan for the Falcons. There's a little Justin Herbert. First time we see him tonight. John Bostic. Randy Moss. Brett Favre. And there's another Tom Brady, this time for the Bucks again. Marquise Valdez. Saquon Barkley. James Robinson. Drew Brees. We'll start off with some Raider rookies here, the way I cut it. Chargers, Josh Palmer on the rated rookie. For the Finns, Hunter Long, rated rookie. Nice one for the Steelers, Mr. Najee. So we've got a lot of decent rated rookies tonight. We still are missing, though. Who are we missing? Definitely haven't seen Zach Wilson. We have not seen Trey Lance. I don't know. There's a couple more out there. But here's a nice one for the Hawks. DK Metcalf on the blue. Exclusive. Ryan Kerrigan, blue. Then we have old school Barry Sanders on the blue. Then for the Patriots, we have Ramondre Stevenson on the blue rated rookie. Just put him all in there. Then we have for Washington, Chase Young on the highlights insert. Then some base, we got Antoine Winfield, Dalvin Cook, Quandre Diggs, Derek Carr, Richard Sherman, Bradley Chubb, Nick Bosa, David Montgomery. Oh, we haven't seen Justin Fields either. A.J. Brown, Chad Johnson, Xavier Howard, Brian Burns, Johnny Hecker, Michael Vick, Mike Williams. Oh, I thought that was Trey Lance. It was Trey Sermon, though. A little sneak peek. Quinnen Williams, Dak Prescott, Laviska Shenault, Taysom Hill, Marvin Jones, Adam Thielen, Amari Cooper, Trey Sermon on the rated rookie, Jalen Phillips, rated rookie, Javian Hawkins, rated rookie. And then we have, for the Eagles, Fletcher Cox on the blue, Tyler Boyd on the blue, another DK Metcalf, different variation on the blue. Then Jeremiah Owusu on the blue rated rookie. And then for the Chiefs, there's Patty Daddy on the Super Bowl, the road to the Super Bowl insert. Beating the Browns 22-17. Sleeve him up. Then we have Daniel Jones, Giants. Emmanuel Sanders. Julian Edelman. Levante David. Kirk Cousins. Bobby Wagner. Josh Jacobs. Kyler Murray. Michael Pittman. Scary Terry. David Johnson. Drew Brees. Tyler Boyd. Jerome Baker. Alejandro Villanueva. Josh Allen. Tom Brady again for the Bucks. Larry Fitzgerald. Tyrann Mathieu. Jalen Ramsey. Kyle Long. DeAndre Swift. Oh, there's Zachy Poo. Deck a D. Getting your rated rookies you need. Because he's right here. Right on top. Saying, what's up? Where the MILFs at? Where them Cougars? There he is. Zachy Poo. We'll have to put Zachy next to your Mac Daddy. Then we have Kelvin Joseph, rated rookie. Xavier Collins, rated rookie. Kareem Hunt on the blue. Jerome Baker on the blue. Jalen Smith on the blue. Then for the Titans, Dez Fitzpatrick on the blue. For the Vikings, Justin Jefferson on the Gridiron Kings. I like that card. I like some Justin Jefferson. We actually pulled his mini helmet a couple nights ago, or last week actually. We do a lot of memorabilia breaks. If you're interested, go ahead and check us out, mostly on the weekends. Kid Reporter, Fred Warner, Von Miller, Jalen Hurts, Tariq Cohen, Kenny Golladay, Mark Andrews, Patrick Peterson. Got one more grab here, then we'll do a recap. We have Robbie Anderson, Leonard Floyd, Russell Gage, Joey Bosa, AJ Green, Jonathan Taylor, Ryan Kerrigan, Jared Goff. We have one more set of rated rookies and blues. TJ Watt, Emmitt Smith, Joe Montana, Devontae Adams, Tyreek Hill, Adrian Amos, Brett Favre. Then we have Amir Smith for the Vikings, rated rookie. Jevon Holland for the Finns, rated rookie. And there's our Carlos Boogie Basham for the Billy Goats. You've been waiting for him. We have the Greg Rousseau as well. Then our blues, we have Miles Sanders, Eagles. Robbie Anderson. Julio Jones. Christian Darrisaw. And then our last card of the night is Dalvin Cook on the Dominators for the Vikes. And let's go ahead and do a recap here. What I'll do is just go through the rated rookies and inserts. We do have definitely a lot of base QBs, a whole stack. I'm not going to go through those. Let's go through our rated rookies. That did not really make the board. Nothing, just kind of something. Jevon Holland, Amir Smith, Zaven Collins, Kelvin Joseph, Javian Hawkins, Jalen Phillips, Trey Sermon, Hunter Long, Josh Palmer, Daz Newsome, Landon Dickerson, Tyson Campbell, Jacob Harris, Elijah Vera Tucker, Chuba Hubbard, Patrick Surtain, Shee Smith, Seth Williams, Greg Newsome, Dwayne Eskridge, Khalil Herbert, Demetric Felton, Alex Leatherwood, De'Ami Brown, Kylan Granson. Those are some rated rookies. Then here's our blues that did not make the board, even though there's a couple that are pretty nice in here. We had Christian Darrisaw, Julio Jones, Robbie Anderson, Miles Sanders, Dez Fitzpatrick, Jalen Smith, Jerome Baker, Kareem Hunt, Jeremiah Wusu, DK Metcalf, Tyler Boyd, Fletcher Cox, Ramondre Stevenson, Barry Sanders, Ryan Kerrigan, DK Metcalf, JC Horn, Marcus May, Jonathan Taylor, J.K. Dobbins, A.J. Green, Jacoby Myers. Then here's the other stack. We had Elijah Moore, rated rookie blue, James Robinson, Christian Kirk, Mike Evans, Gary Brightwell, Drew Brees, Derwin James, Harrison Smith, Mark Brunell, Foy Lucan, Marquise Brown, James Conner, Chris Evans, Joey Bosa, Devin Singletary, Kellen Mond, rated rookie, Blue, Russell Gage, Darius Slayton, Deontay Johnson, Leonard Floyd, Andy Dalton. Then for inserts, just some of our better cards, I would say. We have a nice little stack here. So we had Dalvin Cook on the Dominators, Carlos Boogie Basham, rated rookie, Justin Jefferson, Gridiron Kings, Najee Harris, rated rookie, Patty Mahomes on the way to the Super Bowl, Chase Young, highlights, Jalen Waddle, rated rookie, Kenneth Gainwell, gold-plated, rated rookie, Amon-Ra, rated rookie, Action All Pros, Minka Fitzpatrick, Tutu Atwell, Baker Mayfield, blue, Peyton Manning, all-time, Gridiron Kings, Greg Rousseau, rated rookie, inducted, Peyton Manning, Davis Mills, rated rookie, Kyle Trask, rated rookie, Marquise Colston, Elite Series, Kadarius Toney, rated rookie, Red Hot rookies, Travis Etienne, Kyle Pitts, rated rookie, Jarrett Patterson, blue, rated rookie, the champ is here, Levante David, Derrick Henry, power formulas, Zach Wilson, rated rookie, T-Law, rated rookie, Mac Daddy on the rated rookie blue, and then Joey B on the blue exclusive. And that is the break, guys. Thanks for joining. At 11:30 is our 2022 Absolute Cello Box. Hope to see y'all there. Bye.